We head to Kaiapoi. Well, in fact, Kaiapoi's come to us today in the form of Louise Griffiths. Now, Louise is the coordinator of the Kaiapoi Community Support, otherwise known as KCS, and it's part of Community Wellbeing North Canterbury, the Trust, and Louise actually coordinates the Christmas Giving program. What's that about? We'll find out shortly, but in the meantime, a very good morning, Louise.
Good morning, John.
And before we get to the Christmas Giving program, could you just tell us a little bit about Kaiapoi Community Support itself?
Yeah, absolutely. So KCS, as we call it, is it's under Community Wellbeing North Canterbury Trust, which people will know based in Rangiora. We like to think of ourselves as a friendly place for people to come in and get information. We're fairly central. We're in Sewell Street in Kaiapoi, up by the swimming pool, the old community centre. We've got a range of services. We've got counsellors working from our rooms, some of them under Wellbeing and some of them under Pegasus. We have a volunteer driver scheme, so you can phone up if you're unable to drive for any reason and need to go to the hospital or a hairdresser's appointment. You can call us and we'll coordinate a driver for you for a donation. We have community law once a fortnight will pop in, so if you need to talk to a lawyer, you can book an appointment and talk to them. And just general local info if you need any help or support. We're always available to give you that information and help you out.
Wow, you guys are busy.
And of course we do our food parcels, so we've got the community food bank. Anybody that needs an emergency food parcel or any support or referral to budgeting, they can pop in and see us. They don't need to go through any services, and we'll help them out.
Fantastic. Where are you, Louise?
Yeah, we're at 24 Sewell Street, which if you're in Kaiapoi is up the top end of town, and it's the old community centre, so people will have probably taken children to playgroup there, or they've got elderly relatives at the Darnley Club. They'll know where we are.
Fantastic. Now, what sort of demand have you had this year? It's been a funny old year, you don't need me to tell you that, but has demand been greater than usual?
Yeah, who would have thought? We were all there in January 2020 going, what a cool year this is going to be. We've had exceptionally high support this year that we've been able to give to people, and high demand, of course. We, over lockdown, were run off our feet with food parcels, and the other workers in wellbeing, the Mana Ake workers and social workers, were all working through lockdown. We've given out over 650 food parcels this year, which is a high level for us, and we're seeing a lot of people we wouldn't have seen before, reduced salaries, that sort of thing. Food's the last thing that you pay for after you've paid for everything else. So if mum's hours have been cut in retail or dad's hours have been cut down at Littleton or wherever, then that's where you come to us for an emergency food parcel. Is when you actually need to put food on the table. Yeah.
What about emotional well-being, mental health, that sort of thing?
Yeah, we have definitely seen an increase through wellbeing, community wellbeing, just to support the mental and emotional wellbeing of children, young people and adults. Yeah, and Christmas and obviously the holiday period is just putting extra pressure on families.
Yeah, well, Christmas does that, of course. It's a wonderful time of year, but you, I believe, run a Christmas giving program, which sounds wonderful. Tell us a bit about that, Louise.
Yeah, that's going to be our high spot for the year, I think. It's very busy for us. It's something that we've run every Christmas for a good long time now. It is a difficult time of year for many people, and it's so nice first to be able to give, so people love that feeling of being able to give, and we try and make that as easy as possible. And then we compile the gifts, coordinate those gifts to go to families that need it most at the moment, and we get referrals from social workers, Bernardos, schools, lots and lots of people, but also people can come in and see us themselves.
Okay, for those listening now, how can people help to get gifts under the tree for your clients?
Yeah, so we're really lucky. We've got our Christmas giving partners. So if you'd like to leave a gift for children, but also teenagers, or something small for mums and dads, we would ask you to pop it under the tree at Kaiapoi Library, New World in Kaiapoi, Pack and Save in Rangiora Toyota are on board this year, and Ray White's Rangiora Pegasus or Kaiapoi, and the Westpac Bank in Kaiapoi are all going to have Christmas trees that you can pop in and just pop an unwrapped gift under the bottom of those, and we will go around and collect them and bring them back to KCS and make sure they go to the most appropriate best home, best family.
Okay, gifts for all ages, Louise?
Absolutely. We get lots of gifts, probably for under 10s. And that, I understand, is what we think of when we think of Christmas presents. But there's also those teenagers, and they like to have some smellies or some stationery or something. And mum and dad, they'll have probably be wrapping the presents, putting them under the tree. But it's nice for them to have something to open on Christmas morning as well, isn't it?
Absolutely. Now, when would you like gifts dropped off by?
We are going to start distributing our gifts from the 16th of December. So that will be when we're putting them out to families. So before that would be ideal, but we understand that people are busy. We'll actually be collecting gifts all the way up to Christmas, but it just means the earlier that they're put under the tree, the better it is for us to actually get them out to the families.
All right, Louise, well, thank you so much for popping in. I think this Christmas is going to be a very busy one for you. For those that would like to pop in to see you, again, could you just repeat that address in Kaiapoi, please?
Yep, so we're 24 Sewell Street at the old community centre. And I just want to say thank you to all the volunteers that work at KCS that make this possible. It's not me sorting the presents, it's not me allocating them, it's not me going around collecting them from the places. I coordinate all of that, but I've got a wonderful team of volunteers that are doing those behind the scenes work, and I just want to say thank you to all of them.
Well, thank you, Louise, for popping into Compass FM. Louise Griffiths is the coordinator of Kaiapoi Community Support, otherwise known as KCS. Compass FM.